Hello everybody! Today for Sunday Funday we're going to see how I draw the Spring Queen. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpie. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. So, I had an idea for the Spring Queen, which was pretty much just a bear. But I thought I'd call it the Spring Queen because A, it's Sunday Funday, we do whatever we want here, and I just thought it'd be a good excuse to draw a bear, you know, do something a little different, a little fun. So, I'm trying to think of I'm doing it, I'm drawing it. I was going to say I'm trying to think of a good position, but I'm actually doing it, right? So I've got the position. I know exactly where it's going. So I just got to get it in that pose real fast. And like I said, it's just an excuse just to draw a bear, have some fun. So we'll just see where it takes us. And I'm just thinking, you know, nature, spring, the bears are awake, and you know, life is good for them. Again, just an excuse to draw bears. That's really about it. And I'm looking at actual pictures. So, well, I'm looking at pictures of bears to see what they look like, but not a bear in this position. You know what I mean? So, it's getting me there, but I'm the one making it up. So, practicing animals is really good. And this is a good excuse for us to practice some animals. And just to see the positions, the look and stuff like that, you know, why not, right? And the other thing is we're having to create like oh, you know what? Also, I thought of what to call my style. I've been trying to think of this for a while. Like what to call how I'm drawing, because it's not cartooning, and it's not. Anyway, the point is, I came up with what I'm going to call a coloring book style, because it's very much a black edge with blank on the inside, so you can color it. And I'll end up making a coloring book too. I just thought of it and was like, wow, that's a perfect description for what we do here. It looks like a coloring book style. So anyway, where I was going with that was, now that I think about it, a good place to like come up with my style to work on this is animation. And someone did point out to me that it looks animated, and they didn't mean like it's moving, but like an animated style, because that's very limited. You can only do so many lines in animation because it's going to be too much to draw if you add a whole bunch of animated lines. So yeah, I think calling it animated style is good. And so where I was going with this is, you know, I was thinking about it right now, and I think Disney has some very good animation style references, like the old bears. There's this cartoon me and my daughter used to laugh about, where the bears pick up trash. It's an old Disney. Da 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 da, boom boom, pick it up, put it in the trash, boom boom. It's a great old cartoon where the Disney bears had to pick up trash, and they were tricked into doing work, and that's the whole thing. I'm not going to tell you much more about it. You go and enjoy it for yourself. But anyway, that's kind of the whole thing. I was thinking about that as I was drawing. That those bears are very much my influence on how I'm drawing with Spring Queen, you know? Da 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 da, boom boom, da 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 da, boom boom. Then you pick it up, put it in the trash, boom boom. Pick your papers, put the papers in the trash. I can remember the whole song. Okay, maybe not if I'm going boom boom and ba da 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 da, right? But yeah. So you know what? I'm gonna put, now that I get to it too, I'm gonna put what do you call it? Give her a headband, like a crown. There's the word I'm looking for, a crown for the Spring Queen. And yeah, so this won't take too long. I'm just gonna, you know, throw a few more lines down here, then we'll get going. But I just want to add a little bit of detail and think about the barefoot. I didn't mean that as a pun, but it came out kind of like one. You know, to get some funny little stuff in there. Okay, so there, the bear's kind of done, and I just kind of have her sitting down with one arm out, just, I don't know what she's doing, just kind of welcoming you, about to give you a big old bear hug. There you go, that's what we're gonna call it. She's giving you a bear hug. So let's give her a crown, a thorny crown of, not thorny crown, a flower crown of twigs and flowers and nature. That's the word I'm looking for. Give her a twig like this. Put some flowers on the end of it. Why are there flowers on the twig? Because it's a flower twig. No, the easy answer to that is because this is how I draw. You want to make it different, you draw how you draw. And then we'll meet somewhere in between. And so also, you know what, that's a good point to say that you don't have to draw exactly what I'm drawing. You can do whatever you want, you know? And also, I'm making this up as I go anyway, so don't worry about it being exactly like mine. Okay, I'm ready to go. I say we get started. Let me erase some of these sketch lines because I don't want it to stand out over the Sharpie. I want the Sharpie to stand out, not the pencil lines. So I'm going to give myself a ghost of an image that I usually make with a special computer, but I'm going to do it by hand with an eraser today. And there we go. I'm ready to go. So let's welcome everybody that jumped over to this section, the skippers. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I've sketched the entire thing out, and I've left a ghost of an image to draw with, and usually I start off with a Sharpie pen because it's a lot finer than the fine point, and I can find things that the fine point can't quite find. But there's a lot of just basic fur to this, so I'm going to play around with a little bit with the Sharpie fine point, with the Sharpie pen, and then jump to the fine point. So I'm going to start off with the eyes. Just draw the circles for the eyes, the old bear eyes. See if I've got them in the right spot that I want them. Looks good to me. I'm going to give it some big old round pupils like that, and color is going to take care of a lot of this, so I'm going to kind of emphasize stuff is really what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to kind of emphasize like the shape of the fur there, like that. So the roundness of the eye is the only part of the eye. The other part that I just did is pretty much going to be like black fur, but it kind of has that roundness, almost like an almond shape, like a human eye, but it's only because of the color. So that's why I just wanted to emphasize that this round part right here is the only part that's the eyeball, okay? So the rest of it, I think I'm going to do with just kind of emphasizing some subtle lines of where the fur is going to take it, and then color will take care of the rest. So I'm going to give her some kind of like not eyebrows, but top ridges over the orbital, the eye socket. And then I'm going to come down here for the nose, and the nose is kind of something like this, almost like a lemon. That's the best way to think of it. And I'm going to thicken it up just a little bit because I want to emphasize that it's bigger, or it's more prominent than the smaller lines that I'm going to be putting down here. And then the nostrils are just kind of up in front like this, going to come down like there. And there is a whole other layer to it, so I'm just going to do something like that. So it's kind of a front and then a top like that. So that just emphasizes where I was going with the way it looks, okay? So for the nose, we're going to do the snout, the bridge of the nose. We're just going to kind of do something like this. And again, I'm just going to kind of accent where bumps and ridges are, and then color will kind of hide the rest of it. So I'm going to do this for the mouth. And again, I'm kind of playing with lines to emphasize that there's fur too. So, you know, we can play and make these lines and do them all day long, but there's only so many we can do for fur, okay? So I think I'm gonna stop there for the face, and I'm going to draw the thorn, I keep saying thorn, keep drawing the, sorry, I'm not a good speaker. I'm not good with my words. I'm a good drawer, but not a speakerer. So, a crown is what I'm trying to draw. A crown of twigs and flowers, basically, is what I wanted to say. So, I was gonna start throwing some flower designs in like this. Nothing specific, just, ooh, that got all dirty. Just a couple of petals and stuff like that, because I want these on front. I want these in front of the like, not nature, but what's the word I'm looking for? On front of the twigs that are going to make up the crown. Because this being the Spring Queen, I figure, you know, it's all about nature. That's what I was going for. And so I'm throwing these, I know they look like haphazard little sketches, but they are going to follow the twigs that are making up her crown. So, you know, I'm not just throwing them around. I've got a plan. I know what I'm doing. But I wanted them on front, so that's why I wanted to do that first. Let me do another one over here. And see how I'm just kind of making it up? It doesn't really have to be exact petals. I'm just making up something. Okay, so now I'm going to draw, just make up something of like where a twig would be, you know, a stick. Something like this. I'm gonna thicken it up just a little bit on one edge. And again, I'm just kind of making up what I imagine a bunch of twigs and sticks would be that are wrapped around and all over the place. And they're going to wrap around each other. I'm just going to draw one layer first and go from here. But I have to draw something. I need to start stop point first, you know? I can't just start drawing them all intertwined. Because now that I have that, I can draw like this other one coming up here like this, and that's why I wanted to stop here, so I can go over that and go back behind and just kind of do something like this, just kind of imagining if it was intertwined, almost like horns, you know, almost. It's not, it doesn't really have horns, but I'm just kind of imagining something like that. And again, making this up, 100% making this up. So don't worry if you're not drawing the exact same lines I'm drawing. I'm just having some fun. Okay. Let's see, let's do one more, kind of coming around underneath that. I'm thickening them up just a little bit too. Oops, I kind of dug into that one, didn't I? Just to kind of come up with just a design, a pattern, you know? There we go, something like that. Ooh, let's break it up too. Let's do something like some not twine, but like some vines. Boy, I'm telling you, I just don't know I'm getting old. I'm getting old and I'm losing my words, but I'm thinking of some kind of vines that are holding it all together, you know? Okay. So something like that. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. So let's play with some over here. Let's continue this one like this. Come down here like that. Maybe break it to a Y. All right, let's draw one coming up here. And I'm trying to remember how these go, so I gotta reconnect up here, right? Okay. Okay, there's the third one up here, but we're not going to worry about that. It disappears. So this one's just going to come up here and do something wacky like this. Almost like lightning, you know? Okay, yeah, that's good. Let's leave it at that. And then now let's draw the rest of the furry fur. So, I'm just gonna follow my shape here, my design. Hang on, my paper's kind of buckling. And give it, like I said, some cuts for fur, you know? So the top of the head, pretty much just straight. And draw the ear coming in like this, do something like that. And I'm just kind of playing around too with line strokes. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to follow the head down here. Going to give it some defined furriness. Okay, and let's see. Let's draw this arm. I got it just kind of out like this. And we got the hand over here into the fingers. So I got the big old bear claws. Oh, I love me a good bear claw. I like the purple donuts better, but ooh, bear claws are good. Okay, purple donuts. Blueberry. Blueberry is my favorite. That's what it is. Okay, so I'm going to draw like the edge of the hand here. I'm going to draw the paw. Draw the edge there. And so now let's play around with, there you go, some furry end bits like that. Okay, and so let's see, let's draw this other arm over here. And this one's just hanging over her belly. Okay, and there's the hand over here. This one's kind of over itself. This one's out, so you can see more. This one's like pointed straight at you like that, so you can't see as much of it. It's kind of over itself. Okay, and again, I'm gonna come back and define a few things here because that kind of all blurred together. So let's do this, and I'm doing it with the smaller Sharpie because I can control line widths much better. Line widths is a word I'm trying to say, but it's coming out awkward. And there, that way I can kind of define a few edges better than I can with that big Sharpie. Okay, there we go. There, let's play with some fur lines, you know? Let's see, I don't want to go too crazy and draw a whole bunch because I want color to take care of a lot of this. But, you know, we can have a little bit of fun. And just bring our own style to it, you know? There we go. Okay, so let's see. So I'm going to draw the edge of the hand like this, which is going to go over the belly. So the front of her, let's see, the front kind of has like this open, not open, but the fur all kind of goes there in the middle. So we're just going to kind of define a little bit of a center. You know what I mean? Because it's from the pictures at least, it's very, very prominent there in the middle. But you know, color will hide a lot of that stuff too. So we'll see what happens. So let's draw. I'm going to draw the front leg, and then we can go work our way back behind. So okay, and then I'm going to draw the foot over like this, and then this foot you can see the side. So I'm going to draw the toes, the big old bear toes like that. And they're kind of over themselves, so you can't see too much because it's a side view. There's her foot. There's the padding like that. And then we're going to come back around. Give her a little tail. Bump it up like that. There we go. Here we go, just kind of having a little bit of fun. And then, like I said, color is going to take care of a lot of this. But I wanted to draw a little bit of something to show that it's fur. You know, it's fuzzy. Okay, so here's the other leg. I'm going to do like this. And this one we're going to show more of the underside of the foot. So I'm going to come in and draw the front toe like this. And this thumb is kind of underneath itself, but you can see the big old bear toes. Let's see. So let's draw the pad. Oh no, let's draw the edge, and then we'll come in and we'll draw the pad in a second with the small Sharpie. The small Sharpie. Okay, so we're gonna draw the pad of the foot, something like this. And again, just kind of making this up, but it's the underside, you know, or the palm of the foot. Okay, and you know what? Let's finish this up and take care of the rest with color because I'm ready to color it. This one's going to be fun. Okay, so there you go. Let's take care of the rest with color. So that, for Sunday Funday, is the Spring Queen. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used. Or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.